Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. I'm Emasha.
And I'm Sam.
Welcome to the first episode of Sorry Amma, I Married a Kiwi.
Emasha's allowed to say that. I'm not, because she's the one who married a Kiwi.
Yeah.
And I am the Kiwi.
So, for everybody who doesn't know us,
I'm a white Kiwi from New Zealand.
and I'm a brown Sri Lankan who also lives in New Zealand
And we got married.
very recently.
Plot twist.
So, Amma means mum or mother, and Kiwis are the New Zealanders.
That's the basic premise.
So we are very excited to start this podcast. Everybody knows that dating in this world, in this century, is kind of like a complicated thing enough, and we decided to go across the borders.
We broke the boundaries.
We did. And
It's a tricky business.
it is very tricky business.
We know there's a lot of other couples who've also had these struggles because they were very helpful to us when we were navigating that.
Yeah, so we decided that we need to talk about how things went for us and what we learned, the family dynamics, the fun and the laughters and the tears and the crazy parts, and then we were just like, what is happening?
We just want to make it really clear we're going to get into the deep stuff.
We kind of like learned a lot about how culture comes into play. I honestly started to learn more about my culture and also about the culture of New Zealand and like the wider cultural differences by dating you. And I think my world opened up so much by dating somebody who's not Sri Lankan.
Aww.
So with those experiences, food, planning the wedding, and then going to Sri Lanka, Sam getting to explore the Sri Lankan culture and all that, all of these experiences, we thought we would bring it to a podcast.
We also had a really exciting journey. There were ups, there were downs. You'll laugh, you'll cry.
You would ugly cry, I don't know.
It's a real tearjerker.
So, yeah, here we go with our journey, and welcome to our first episode.
We're so excited. Let's dive in. This very fancy studio is thanks to my friend Michael, who's currently crouched in a corner. Hi, Mike. And having him there is not disconcerting at all. We feel lovingly supported.
Yeah.
So I had a friend at work who noted that usually with podcasts, you notice that the quality improves as they go along. You kind of see them build up and get the production value.
Yeah. We are going into the other way around. You stop. No, you start up there and then go back in the couch with the mic, I guess.
Yeah, so the next episode will probably be just like in a little blanket fort at home with home recordings. But we hope you enjoy the
MBO.
the indulgence of our grand debut. So a bit about why we're here. So Emasha, who's the real Emasha? What's your background?
But because the real Emasha, can I say the story of like you just like this morning when we went to the mall and then having a coffee and then you all of a sudden, oh yeah, by the like with the videos and everything in the studio, I'm like, what?
Yeah, you were aware that there would be video as well as audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me.
I thought that was the whole reason we were getting your eyebrows fixed. And by fixed, I mean, I mean that you had an accident.
Yeah, well, I had an accident right before the third wedding party that we had in New Zealand. No, the third wedding party overall, the one we had in New Zealand. I just getting ready and then just tried to do it myself and then just like, whoop.
So what happened exactly?
Yeah, that's what happened. I was just trying to just do the thing.
Yeah,
and
what about the
like,
people who are just listening? Could you please explain exactly?
So, I was trying to tidy up the eyebrow and then my hand slipped and then there was a whole massive empty part, and then our flatmate, Roshi, came and then she was like, ooh,
I love that.
Noticeable.
I love that Rosie was kind of torn between doing the, no, it's fine, girl, it's fine. And she was also like, actually, like, I would want someone to tell me that I look like a Bond villain. So that's our segue into mentioning that we're married.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we're married. Nearly married.
And we came back from Sri Lanka a month ago.
Yep. Okay, let's go back. Why are we here? Why are we just talking on a podcast for microphones with no reason?
Yeah. Because nobody knows who we actually are apart from all the friends who've told us to do this. Would you like to mention what your backstory is?
The backstory, or like why we're doing this?
Maybe start with like who you are.
Okay, then
Obviously, I know a bit about you that I've kind of picked up since marrying you.
yeah, I hope you know me. Well, so my background is I'm from Sri Lanka, and we're in New Zealand, Auckland. I came to New Zealand 6 years ago to do my master's, but before that, I was doing my bachelor's in law and doing all the other bits and pieces of news reading and doing all the media stuff from, I think I was 12 when I did the first ever gig as an MC. I didn't even know the word MC, to be fair, until like last 2 years ago.
Is there a Sri Lankan term for it?
I don't know. Like Nivedakaya or Nivedikava is kind of like the Sinhala word for announcer, but I don't think that really fits the idea of announcer. Sorry, MC, like master of ceremonies, which I didn't know until really recently.
And just a sidebar for context, so in Sri Lanka, there's two commonly spoken languages.
Oh,
right?
yes, yeah. So the words that I used, like that's Sinhalese, and the other one is Tamil. So
And
we
you
have
speak-
English very.
And you speak Sinhalese.
I do. Yeah, until 6 years ago, I was only speaking Sinhalese, except I studied in English, but obviously I didn't speak in English. So it was really fun when I came here.
That's my favorite story, I think, is when you came over here and someone told you to watch Friends, the well-known sitcom, for the very first time.
Yep.
And you were like, why is everybody laughing on this like laughter track? Like,
Second year of, I come from a very, I'm not from the capital of Sri Lanka. You have been there, beautiful outside of Colombo. None of my family spoke English. Now they're slowly picking up because I decided to marry a white guy.
Twist.
So back then, nobody spoke English, and then like. So all of my friends who did English medium at uni, they were like, "My God, the sitcom is amazing, so funny, just like watch Friends." So one day I sat down, I started watching, and I'm like, why are these people just talking? And then why anybody thinks this is funny whatsoever? And
It's just a documentary with occasional laughter.
yeah, I didn't understand whatsoever. But then I think I picked it up as I was going through a breakup. First year of
That's when everybody turns to Friends at some point in their lives.
Yeah, first year of New Zealand doing the masters, very stressful time, and so life decided to give me another punch in the guts. And
We laugh now.
Yeah, we do. And yeah, I started watching Friends, and I was like, that means like you have to have the
context.
Obviously the context and like a bit of an understanding of the language to have the fun, right? To have find the humor in it.
But the fact that you'd like studied in English and everything had been in English, and then it wasn't until that sudden shift that Friends went to being your favorite. Like I think your favorite TV show.
It is.
Which you can quote endlessly.
Well, Sam, I read law cases. Like, obviously, I'm not finding any day-to-day conversations in it.
It's very transferable to Friends.
Oh, well. So obviously, I had to come to an English-speaking country to find the humor in it. Yeah, well. So anyways, going back to what I was saying.
So you're studying law?
Yeah, I studied law and I became a lawyer and decided I want to go to the world to see the world and do other weird stuff.
But also during law school, which like is even more crazy competitive in Sri Lanka, from what I've heard, you were also using your free time to run over to like the news studio?
Yes. One time I remember I could not. So there was luckily the news studio, like the whole news department was very close to my Colombo University, but at the same time there's no buses or anything that like connects it, so you have to like walk, probably like a 15-minute walk. And I had an assignment of what do you call it, like a viva, right? Like a presentation with questions followed up.
Is that a presentation with questions?
Yeah, there's a word for it. What is it? A viva? I don't know.
I'm learning.
Anyways, so I was there doing the Viva presentation, and after that, I had to be there in the studio. I was presenting that day, and I had the presentation right after, within like a 15-minute gap in the university. And I was just like, I just finished my I can't remember whether it's lunch news or like some sort of a middle one. And I finished it. I was wearing a Candian. You know what a Candian is now?
Candian is a gorgeous sari with a very particular form of
draping. So it's the specific
drapery.
Draping.
Oh.
Like you drape the sari, and then the ways of draping are different for different places, and Sri Lanka has a different way of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wearing a Candian with, obviously, news stations put like 2-3 layers of makeup on you, and then I had my hair in a bun, like very professional, and then like obviously not suited to go outside. And it was pouring down rain. I don't think I have told you the story. And it was pouring down rain. I actually ran from the news studio to the law faculty, drenching in water. My sari, when I pull up the sari, like the draping bit, and then just like water. And I did the Viva, yeah. So,
and you're like a main newsreader.
Yeah.
That's just, it seems crazy. I just feel like I need to say that again.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to be a news anchor for a long time, but yeah. So try to balance it out, but at the end, I had to give the the lawyer bit the go. So that's why here. But then again, maybe that's why we're here. We both have a little bit of a creative side in us and thought of putting it together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, well, nice.
Yeah, throwing it back at you. Who are you?
Yeah. Well, we've also talked about like, because you have all that experience of presenting and news reading, but there's like a very certain like facilitating tone.
I know. Am I still getting
You're
it
not.
out?
You're nailing it. You sound very authentic, but I'm very aware that we're in a very high quality.
Okay, now I'm gonna I'm gonna be on the driving seat.
Yeah,
no.
oh, thank gosh.
Okay, so you be authentic and then say
Lucy goosey. Okay.
Yeah. Who are you?
What?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Sam Blood.
Right.
Blood is a real name. It's the most
Yeah,
important.
I was wondering that.
Now that it's yours, you're like, I feel like I need to
hey,
check the veracity
this
of
is
this.
2024. I take it or not. It's up to me, okay?
It's true. We decided to hyphenate for anybody who's missed that.
Yeah. So that's, Blood is Sam, Kodi is me.
Emasha is Emasha Nimadi Koditawoku Kankanamge.
So much respect that you can say it, though.
Like, I would be really worried if I couldn't by this point.
I probably wouldn't marry you.
You just had Sam Blood, so...
Yeah, Sam Graham Blood.
Sam Graham Blood.
Yeah. So Kodi Tuaku, funnily, it means Kodi is flag, Tuaku is guns. So we decided to take the Kodi and then put it with blood. So we kind of had like an army feeling.
This is flag and blood?
Yeah.
We're basically like the blood flags.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, my name's Sam Blood. It's a real name. It's Irish.
Right.
Well,
so you're part Irish?
Probably like a quarter or a 16th.
Okay.
I think there's Irish and German ancestry, but I don't know. I don't find that particularly interesting.
I do.
I'm glad. Yeah. No, I am a New Zealander. We're recording this in New Zealand, for anybody who's wondering. So when Emasha was growing up over in Sri Lanka, I was in Auckland on the North Shore.
And he's an author.
I'm an author. I was writing novels since I was 9 years old. Or rather, like the same novel, Shadows. So when I was 9, I had the story I used to tell to my god sister, which was about this other universe of these magical creatures called shadows. So every human over here had this other magical creature, the missing part of them, on the other side. And that lonely feeling we sometimes feel, particularly as children, that's because we were missing this shadow counterpart. So I was writing that story since I was 9, like all through high school. When I was a teenager, I was trying to get it accepted by publishing houses. And then I kind of parked that. I got into drama and stand-up comedy, those kinds of things. And then later on, when I was in my 20s, I ended up going into indie publishing because Kindle and ebooks and all that was blowing up.
Yeah.
So I finally published it, which was really good because the great thing about indie, I think, is the only reason it's not out there is because you haven't done it. So...
What do you mean?
I mean, like, not writing a novel is hard, right? And then you feel like you also have to try and get a publisher to accept it. So the chance of finishing it was so small, and the chance of getting it accepted and published by a traditional publishing house who only have a very few items they can actually put forward each year. So that was really motivating for me, and that's what helped me get it out there.
You have to clarify indie. hey, for not native speakers, I did not know about you when you were saying indie author, indie author. I'm like, he's an
So
indie author.
indie is independent?
Because I have a friend called Indie.
Oh, that's very confusing. So I think we hear about indie music a lot, which is like, not with the main music label, just independently done. But it wasn't really a term until the Kindle was released and ebooks came out.
I see.
And suddenly authors were able to get their books into thousands of hands without having to go through a publisher, where usually you would just get an envelope at the end of the year and you might have gotten a couple of, like $1 or, I don't know, a number of cents from each book you've sold, the kind of residuals.
Right.
But indie publishers get, the full cut after whatever Amazon takes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're an indie author.
So I'm an indie author. Had a number of interesting jobs, including being like a guinea pig in a few clinical trials, which, funnily enough, is like you'd go in there and then you'd find like all the artists in Auckland. Like there'd be the stand-up comedians and the writers and the actors, and they're all there getting their vitals done. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what was going on when you were being a kick-ass lawyer and news anchor.
I mean, that's so impressive. Like just the fact that you wrote 6 books. No, you wrote a new series of like 10 books and then just published it. That's just, that blows my mind.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's 6 books, but there's another 4 written that need to get launched. But I ended up getting really caught up in this like sort of forbidden international romance, which really, yeah,
when was this?
It was quite time consuming for the last year and a half. So, yeah,
poor you.
I know I haven't been able to launch those new 4 novels, but maybe that's on the cards for this year.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. We will see you in Armageddon, right?
Yeah, thanks for the push. I appreciate that. We're doing some live events this year, and Armageddon is like the Comic-Con of New Zealand. It's the really geeky. It's just really geeky. There's a lot of cosplay.
Yeah.
Emasha's going to be there to help me, but she's just kind of kicking herself that she ended up one of the geeks.
I know. How did that happen? I thought I'm one of the cool ones.
I'm trying to talk her into dressing as a fairy from my book, but I don't know how it's going.
A what?
A fairy?
Like a what kind of fairy?
Like these big purple wings.
Oh yeah, that one looks cute and cool.
Well, she's actually very dangerous and deadly, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, but in the new covers you have a blonde girl, very fair. So
yeah, well, that's not. It's neither here nor there.
I saw that. I think we were very, very early dating, and then you were designing the covers, and I'm like, okay.
It's a character, to be fair.
I'm just pushing you.
To be very clear, if I'd known the way my life would go, I would have been sure to have a Sri Lankan protagonist just to get extra points at the time.
At least black hair would have been nice. You tried to be a next Disney star, was that right?
I don't think we need to bring that up on the first episode.
Oh, it's already here on the table.
Yeah, I was just really into. I've always loved like the performing and kind of having that brand. And there was like Hannah Montana and the Jonas Brothers and those kinds of characters. Yeah. So I started a YouTube series of me trying to become a New Zealand Disney star.
The funny thing is I haven't read yet any of your books. I haven't watched any of these Disney stuff on YouTube or anything.
It's probably best that didn't happen before the ceremony.
But I hope I wouldn't find anything weird.
I like that beforehand, like it was leading up to the ceremony and you were actually like had the copy of Shadows and you were like turning through it. Like maybe there's things that I need to actually find out about you before.
Yeah, but the thing is like I'm a very fast reader when it comes to Sinhala books. I would just like go like that. And I recently started reading this like episodes that somebody posted on Facebook about a novel in Sinhalese. And I kind of realized how much I'm craving for reading, but like the problem is I'm trying to read English novels, not the Sinhala ones. But
I said like Sinhalese romance novels used to be your bread and butter.
Not necessarily romance novels, thrillers and romance and like very different styles, but still I guess I want to read in English, but that my brain is used to read cases in English, not for fun. So reading for pleasure is in English is kind of hard, but I will someday read your books. We have a forever, so
yeah. But like probably only like 60 years, so I'd recommend maybe starting
Probably one word at a time. How many words are there in your first series?
650,000 words in the first series.
Okay, I don't want to do the calculating now, but yeah, maybe more than one word a day. On that note, should we give a finishing for the first episode?
Yeah. Are we going to have Michael sing a tune to like sound us out?
No, he's
on his phone. He's shaking his head.
I don't think he would.
I think we'll add that in post.
All right. So thanks for listening.
Yeah, that's our very first episode. I think they went okay.
I think so. Maybe we can ask later.
Okay.
With those two guys. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we look forward to sharing more of the journey with you.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.